This teacher had his students take his braids down in class. Go ahead and watch this video and tell me what you guys think, if it's appropriate, inappropriate, or what. But I think this young man's biggest problem, more than anything else, is that he's got a problem with procrastination.
Some people. Number two, let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out and they all agreed. Let's go ahead and stir.
Okay guys, I really want to know what you guys think of this. Is it appropriate? Is it inappropriate? Should the teacher be fired? Should he be able to keep his job? Now, when you go online and you look at all of the comments in Instagram, I would have to say out of the ones that I read, I probably read maybe like 20, maybe 30, and 95% said that they don't have a problem with it. There was probably 1 or 2 out of the 30-ish that said this is inappropriate. And then there were some who were kind of like, I'm torn. Doesn't seem like he had any malicious intent. But he shouldn't be fired over it, you know? And me personally, I do see a problem with it. But maybe that's because I just have like old school mentality when it comes to certain things. You know, when I was going to school, this would never happen, you know, let alone being filmed for public consumption. I think that's the problem. And I think people these days, specifically millennials and Gen Z, they have this need and propensity to go viral, if you will, and they're willing to risk their livelihood to go viral. If this is, I don't know if this is something that he would have done if he wasn't able to film it and put it online, is what I'm getting at. I don't think it's appropriate. I think it is completely inappropriate to have another student touching you, because to me, touching somebody's hair is a very intimate thing. And although we pay people for these things, when it is being done without financial compensation, it's inappropriate to me. If you're not, I don't know. You guys tell, I don't know. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe I'm just old school. Maybe I'm a prude. But I wouldn't want my daughter touching her teacher, male or female, but specifically a male teacher's hair. It's too close. It's too close for comfort. All of it is I don't know. I even saw somebody say something about, well, these girls like to do hair anyways. You know, some of them might want to be cosmetologists, so this is a good way. Really? Don't insult my intelligence. Do not insult my intelligence. So, but I want to look at it from another angle, right? I tried to put myself in the mind of the child, right? If I'm a teenager in Mr. So-and-so's class, we'll call him Darius, right? Because he looks like he's got one of those young hip names. Mr. Darius. If Mr. Darius said, hey guys, I got a hair appointment in, but I gotta take my. If I'm already crushing on my teacher, who looks like he is literally the same age as me or a couple years older, and he says, I gotta take my hair down, but I don't want to do it, and I got an appointment in 10 minutes, I'm volunteering to take his hair down. And this is where I think the problem comes in at. I don't think Mr. Darius knows what he done started. Because Mr. Darius is young and cute and relatable, and these girls are young and horny, and I get to put my hands in Mr. Darius's head. Just imagine how many notebooks that say Shayla and Darius imagining themselves. You know what I'm saying? Darius got a whole fiance of 5 years and 2 babies at home right now, okay? But these girls are thinking they got a shot with Mr. Darius because he let them put their hands in his head. I don't think Mr. Darius knows what he's done, you know? But if I were the administrator, if I was in charge of the school, if I was the principal, I probably wouldn't. If he has a good track record, no issues in the past, this is his first major infraction. If I were the principal, if I were the school administration, I would not fire Mr. Darius, but there would be some serious consequences and reprimand for that. I would probably suspend him without pay, you know, for a week, something like that. That would be my solution to the problem, and I bet you he will never record a student ever again, and he will never allow a student to inappropriately touch him that way. But that's just me. You guys tell me what you think.